All right, guys. So I'm very excited to Israel share his story. Israel, we met a couple of months ago, but Israel, I will start right away. Share with us, whoever is watching this, what is it you do, and we go from there. Is that okay?
Perfect. And thank you, Felipe, for inviting me to this quick chat today. And yeah, as Felipe just mentioned, guys, if you're watching this, I'm gonna quickly share my story and how did I get here in the first place. Well, to be honest, my business partner, we own a digital marketing agency. We help coaches, consultants, and even other digital marketing agencies to scale in terms of getting more highly targeted potential buyers in front of their to grow their sales pipeline, and that translates into sales calls. So my business partner found one of Felipe's comments. I think it was on Facebook, and she was like, What is the mirroring? What is mirroring? I need to know." And that was a comment I think Felipe mind or planted there like 1-2 months ago, and Amanda found it, and there comes the sales call. The sales call turned into Felipe transforming into Amanda's coach. And the very next day, Amanda, she was pretty hyped. She was pretty excited and told me about the mirroring. And I was like, I need to do that too. Like, I need this in my life. So I booked a call with Felipe right away. I didn't even watch or saw a comment from Felipe. I just heard what the mirroring thing was about, and I was mesmerized. I was like, I need to learn about this because I'm also a copywriter, and that could even help me scale my skills as a direct response copywriter. Then after that, our call with Felipe was pretty natural. I never felt like Felipe was trying to push the sale. Um, he was actually eager to learn more about my specific situation to try to provide value. And it makes sense because once you engage with him, uh, things just flow naturally. You learn a lot in terms of business coaching, but even as some sort of life coaching. And I don't know if you're comfortable me saying that, but Felipe has life insights that translate into business insights, and all merges into growth. So yeah, that's a quick wrap up of how I get here, and couldn't be happier to make that have made that choice. To be honest.
Thank you, Israel. Let's go back a little bit. We have some mirroring students. They are in the very beginning of their business stages. They need more help with sales. They need more help with they never made any revenue in their business. Now you and Amanda, as a partnership, you guys, have a very nice revenue already. So you have your own formula to bring in a very predictable way clients into your business. But you saw the mirroring formula as an extra or an add-on strategy to what you do already. And so I would like to share what is that you saw in the mirroring formula that could help you with your business, knowing that your business already was bringing a decent amount of revenue regularly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. For example, one thing I saw in the mirroring method that could help me scale the Nexus program, which is what we do, was this quick like buyer persona or ideal potential buyer study you need to do, and that became like a regular thing, a daily thing you needed to do because for example, in our field, most people most lead generation agencies, they struggle standing out from the crowd because everyone's using like this scripted messages. Guys, if you're watching this, if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, you probably receive like 15,
Yeah.
20, even 30 messages on LinkedIn saying like, "Hey, John, I came across your profile and I really like to connect with you because I think we share a common interest." And I mean, the fact that those are automated, that's not what makes them bad. I think automation is the only way to scale a business. But if you're using cookie cutter templates, you're just gonna go unnoticed. No one's gonna
Yes,
really pay
correct.
attention to you. So the mirroring method truly helps you stand out because it forces you, and I mean it truly does, it forces you to understand and empathize with your ideal potential buyers pain points, desires, struggles, how you want to call it, but you end up basically thinking about your ideal potential buyer all day, and maybe after a month it's going to be just natural, you know. Maybe for the first month you're going to be like constantly reminding yourself that, oh no, this is something I shouldn't say because that's not something my ideal potential buyer would relate to. But after, in my case, it took 2 weeks or maybe
Yeah,
less than that, a
yeah,
week.
yeah, correct,
But because I'm a copywriter, so
correct.
I'm used to that. But for someone who's not used to uh, disguising on someone else, as I like to say it could take a little longer. But once you get on track with it, things are just gonna flow. And actually, I took like 2 or 3 weeks to get my first client, and it's like I say to Felipe every now and then, see the mirroring effect as planting mines, like just bombs
Yeah,
underground. You're
correct,
gonna be
correct.
you're
I
gonna be
use
planting
the
a lot.
analogy. You know what I mean? After I spoke with a few people, I like the planting the bombs, the mind, the little bombs on the field, waiting for someone to step on. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
guys, that was
you
me.
saying the perfect buyer. The definition I have for perfect buyer is the person that will buy the easiest and the fastest from you. In this case, you now, easy, fast, now. So and identify not just the person, but the patterns of behavior. And the more we can do that, then it becomes quite easy to mirror them, which leads to very fast and predictable attention that obviously some of those people then end up become paying customers. Now, the cool thing about you, Israel, is that you never done, before we start working together, you never done sales calls, right? You are
Never.
like, you are ninja with your writing, but you never,
Yeah.
but I said, Israel, if you want to grow as a business owner, sales will be part of your life. You can always outsource. I understand that, but still, when you negotiate your contracts, when you negotiate new deals, when I don't know, when you negotiate buying or selling stuff, you always want to know sales skills. So, how do you feel about the mirroring sales process from someone that you understand psychology, you understand writing, but you don't like the sales calls? You never liked it. But how do you
Yeah.
feel about the mirroring formula in the sales part?
Actually, it helped me a lot because before I became a business owner, I was a freelancer. So every now and then I had to jump on sales calls, but I felt like it wasn't my territory. Like I wasn't in my safe place. So every now and then, or 9 out of 10 times, I jumped on a sales call. I felt like the other person or the other party would take advantage of me because I
Yeah,
didn't know what I was doing. I was just improvising. I didn't have a script. I didn't see the value in having a script because I felt like it was some sort of fake stuff to say. But after a couple of years, after I became a business owner, and even more when I found the mirroring method, I understood that having a script and actually practicing it helps you a lot to let go, during a sales call because the client will see through you, even if it's a video conference. They're gonna see if you're nervous. They're gonna see if you're thinking about something else. And if you do have a structure, if you do have a plan to follow, things will flow out naturally. And actually, my first client that came from the mirroring effect, uh, she she even like highlighted the fact that this sales call didn't feel like one, you
yeah,
know.
correct.
And that's the cool
Correct.
thing because if you want to buy or if you want to sell something, it should be a pleasant experience for your client too. There shouldn't be like this rigid atmosphere. It shouldn't have like this like negative feeling, like I'm being sold. This guy's he doesn't care about me. He just wanted to sell me his service. But in this case, the mirroring effect also is pretty solid in terms of the first and before you're trying to sell something, you need to provide value. And if you don't take that as a daily mantra, things
Yeah,
are not
yeah,
things won't work. Things won't
yeah,
work.
correct.
And I mean, I was a bit skeptical in that sense. I'm gonna be honest, because I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, I do like helping people, but I want to make some cash. I'm here for the business. I'm here for the money. So but after a week, I was just engaging with people on LinkedIn, and then I started to notice like, hey, I generally enjoy giving advice because people are paying attention to it and they feel like they're valuing um, my insights because
Yeah, and then
yeah,
they ask you
I
for
mean
more.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool,
And
and they
they
ask for more. They
correct.
invite you to be their contact.
Yeah,
And dude, after a week or something, after a month, LinkedIn had their limited invitation
yeah,
stuff going on, and while I was doing the mirroring thing and LinkedIn was pretty much down in that sense, I still saw a lot of growing in my contact list. So this thing works,
yeah,
guys. I mean, it does take some time. You need to be disciplined in that sense. You need to be responsible. You need to grow accountable of your
there you
own
go.
schedule.
Correct, correct.
And if you don't do that, just this is not your place.
Yeah,
This is
100%.
for people who are serious about growth. But once you fall in love with it, and once you take this mirroring effect as part of your own arsenal, how would you call it? Your weapon file. This is gonna be super useful because in my case, as a business owner, I could teach people to do this, and I still could get a lot of free time for myself to do whatever I want, to still get the best results coming from the mirroring effect and coming from my own sales method. So if you merge those,
Yeah,
this is a
yeah,
perfect
it's replicable.
tool for scale. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
scaling.
That's one of the things. Once you is synced in you and you understand, okay, I know exactly who's my perfect buyer. I know exactly how to mirror this person. I know exactly what to say when these questions come or that questions, and I can do this on LinkedIn. I can do this on Facebook, and I can do this on Instagram. So you can duplicate. You can have someone doing it for you, and you can do it in all different platforms, and it has the exact same level of effectiveness once you nail down to you and your perfect buyer. So let's touch on that one, Israel. You got your client from LinkedIn,
It was LinkedIn.
which is like is proven again that that mirroring formula works on LinkedIn. Now, how long it took you to from start applying, like learning and applying the mirroring formula, to you close that first client, paid, and start working with this lady? How many weeks?
Oh my God, that was like 3 weeks because the first week it was kind of slow for me because I was still getting used to
Yeah, you're
every
going through the
step of the
videos.
funnel.
Yeah,
Totally. But after that, the second week, I was just like putting 2 hours a day, just 2 hours a day.
there
I
we
had
go.
to put a stop on myself. If not, I would spend like 4 hours a day on that. Um, and yeah, the second week, I was just putting in practice everything I've just learned. And following that week, I connected with this person. This person actually booked a sales call with me like right away. It was the very next day we engaged on LinkedIn. I applied this formula for the sales calls, and actually the this person, she said, it's a she. She said that, hey, I've never been on a sales call that felt so natural because I truly don't feel like you're trying to push something like give me your money. Like not, it was
Yeah,
not like that. And after that, I did like 90% of the work. I just handed over the final touches to my sales consultant. And after half an hour, she was a client. It was just like, boom. Something that usually took like a week or something after booking the call with my sales process, it took like 2 days with the mirroring effect. And that's because I still wasn't as a ninja during sales calls that maybe like I am today. But even at that scale, it worked beautifully. She's my client now, and she is actually my ideal client because she works in a space that I feel comfortable in, and our method just works. for people like her. So if you have in mind who your ideal potential buyer is and you follow the steps, things just gonna happen, man. It's I mean, if you pour water into a glass, the glass is gonna get wet, right? So that's how it is.
Yeah, direct
Follow the steps,
consequence. There we go.
get the consequence.
There we go. Good choice, Joel. Well done. So what is the relationship between you as a mirroring student and me guiding you through the mirroring formula? How would you define or describe the relationship as a student?
Well, actually, maybe as a student, I'm very disciplined, but I really like the fact that Felipe, you were on it. Like you never lost track of what I was doing. You were booking like daily or even weekly, sorry, like touch base calls for me to actually express myself to see how I've been feeling with the process. If I've been stuck somewhere to help me get out of it. So I really felt guided because even though the course is pretty easy to absorb,
Yeah.
I never felt like I was just thrown out there like, okay, here it goes, you just pay, do it by yourself. Ping me if something happens.
Correct.
It didn't work like that. And the mirroring community is also pretty active. So if you guys ever had a doubt and Felipe for some reason is not available at the moment, you could just post in the Facebook community and someone's gonna jump there and help you because it's truly a community. It's not like just for the name. No,
Yeah.
it's a pretty cool Facebook group. And honestly, in Felipe, I found not only a mentor, but a friend. So every call, it feels natural, man. I don't push myself into okay, here I have a coaching call in an hour, so I just have to do this, and that. No, no, not at all. So yeah, I would totally
Thank you,
define
sir.
this connection between you as a teacher, as a coach, as a guide, and me as a student. It's totally something I needed in my life to grow as a business owner, to grow as a man, and grow as a professional. That's something I needed in both my personal life and working life. So for that, man,
Oh,
I know
well, man.
I took more time to say that, but thank you,
Thank you. No, I
honestly.
appreciate it, Joel. Now you put in the work. I like it. You put in the work. You're accountable. That's all. It really comes down to that. Accountability, showing up, asking questions. The more questions, the easier for me to help, and just putting in the work on a daily basis. And it's a direct consequence. So Israel,
Yep.
let's say someone is watching this, this interview. They spoke with me already some time. Maybe they are thinking about, oh, should I join this inner circle? Should I not join the mirroring inner circle? Should I work with Philip or not? What would you say and why?
Guys, if you want to make money, you better start doing this. Honestly, I mean, I'm gonna be direct with that because if you're considering about using the mirroring formula, if let's be honest, if you already had a call with Felipe, this means you have something going on that you need to tweak. Okay. Or in another scenario, you're probably thinking about scaling, but and are looking for like ways to do this like in a fast way. So if that's the case, if you're looking for a scaling and if you're looking for a way out, if you're looking for breaking free from a 9 to 5 lifestyle, this is something you need. And if you don't invest in yourself, uh, this is gonna sound cliche, but if you don't invest in yourself, no one's gonna invest in you, in your service. This is gonna show. It actually shows. People can smell it. I like
Yeah,
to think
yeah,
about it that way. If you don't
yeah.
invest in yourself, you don't have faith in your business. And if you don't have faith in your business, people's just gonna pass right next to you, and you're just gonna go unnoticed. So
There
if
you go.
you're looking for some serious growth, you need to start doing some serious stuff, and this is some serious stuff. So
Thank you, Israel.
don't think about it. Just do it. Do
Good
it
man.
already. Come on.
Israel, one last question. Not related to the mirroring, not related to me at all. Just as a business owner, like I said, you're doing already, some nice numbers that, from a revenue perspective, that, you know, a lot of people want to do those numbers. So as a business owner in the service space industry, what is your best advice to those who want to win in this space?
Well, my best advice would definitely, and I was just thinking about it like a couple hours ago, like what makes me different and how did I grew up so fast as a service-based business owner. And I think that over the past 10 years, something that truly helped me was to show myself as I truly am. Don't pretend that you are something else just to like people, for someone else to like you. You just got to be authentic. If you're not authentic, people just gonna notice that as well. People will start seeing like you're pushing too hard to pretend to be something you're not. And honestly, if you don't have a website, it doesn't matter. If you don't have, I don't know, social proof already, it doesn't matter. What truly matters is the way you present your service and the way and the confidence you have in reaching out to those people who are actively looking for a solution. And it happens that you have that solution. So I would narrow everything down to being authentic and coming from me so you can understand why being authentic is so important. I started as a copywriter when I was 15 years old. I'm 25 now. That was 10 years ago. And when I first started, I was just writing stuff online for like, I don't know, man, $3 an hour, $5 an hour. I was just ripping myself off. But I mean, I was a kid. I was a kid.
Yeah.
That was a lot of money for me. I even I'm from Venezuela, so I was able to help my family with some food and go to the movies. So it was like amazing for me. I was like Warren Buffett in my own universe.
Yeah.
But after some time went through, I started to notice that hey, I needed to scale. So I don't have a website. I have very few social proof. The only thing I have to show prospects that I'm the right choice is I don't know my own skills. So I had to prepare like this sales pitch, like 10 lines or something like that, to make it punchy, to make it fast, to make people fall in love with my service. And one thing led to another. And after 10 years now, someone who used to be my client, Amanda, is now my business partner. We own this digital marketing agency, Rush Digital Marketing. And now I'm also working on launching a software as a system company that should be out like in a month or something. And yeah, so that
It's
all
phenomenal.
happened in a 10-year time frame. And the only sacred rule I've always followed is to be authentic. Don't try to be something you're not. Stick to your own essence. And of course, if you can improve, invest some money in self improvement, but always stick to your natural essence. Yeah, that would be. Oh my
Thank you,
God,
Israel.
that
It's
that was
just,
nice.
yeah, this is very good. Appreciate your time, Israel. Appreciate your business. Thank you for, your words. And now, if someone wants to know more about you, Israel, or Rush Digital Marketing, what is the easiest way for them to find you?
Well, you can just type in on LinkedIn, Israel Fernandez, CEO at Rush Digital Marketing. I'm gonna be there. I'm pretty responsive, so just send me a message and I'll be there no matter the time. I'm always on my phone. And if not, you can just go into our website, which is rushdigitalmarketing.com. There's a lot of information about what we do. You're gonna see a picture of Amanda and a little picture of me because I'm ugly. I just throw a little picture of myself because I'm an ugly person. But
Uh,
yeah, you can find me right there. And of course, if there's anything I can help you with, you can find me on this group. You can just send me a message on Facebook as well, and I'll be more than happy to share some advice if you ever need it to anyone who's seeing
Excellent.
this.
I'll put all of that on the description for them to have access to you. Israel, muchas
Perfect.
gracias. Thank you very much. And let's just keep growing this, man. I'm excited for the next steps.
No
It's
one's as
big things
excited
coming
as
up
me.
now. Israel,
That's true.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Felipe. See you.